Hi everyone, this is Carolyn Speaks, the State of Our World on Monday, September 28, 2020. What is it? Well, let's see if we could find out. Um, Coronavirus is still with us. As of early this evening, we had 7,176,925 confirmed cases in the United States. And we also had 206,194 people who have passed away from this virus. 200, that's 6,194, too many fatalities. Now, of course, we know that Trump downplayed the disease threat. He kept saying it was fake news, it's a hoax, it's going to go away quickly, wait till the summer, it's going to go away. Well, the summer's come and gone. We're in fall now. And the cases are surging, and people who are following Trump's lead, they're not wearing masks, they're not doing social distancing. And that's very dangerous. We need a leader who will set a good example, who will wear a mask all the time when in public, and also not in public when you're with other people. And we need someone who will also practice social distancing, and arrange for the federal government to get a hold of all the personal protective equipment and hospital equipment needed for all of us to get it distributed to every health facility in every state. And we also need the federal government to get reliable tests to see who has the virus and keep track of who has the virus and who their contacts are, and trace the contacts of those who have the virus. Anyone who has the virus, to get them well, quarantine them, trace their contacts, and that's the way to do it. Of course, that hasn't been done because cases are surging all over the country. People are not stopping their activities. They think they've been quarantined or wearing a mask long enough, but you have to continue, because the life you save could be that of yourself, or it could be your life or that of someone you love. Now, also, with respect to police brutality and criminal justice misdeeds, we've been talking about the murder of George Floyd in Minnesota by a white police officer. Protests are still going on in his name. And then there's a new person who protesters are coalescing around. Breonna Taylor is from Louisville, Kentucky. She's a she's a paramedic and emergency medical technician, EMT, and also nursing student. And she was murdered in her home by Louisville police detectives in plain clothes back a few months ago. There's this debate over whether the police announced themselves before they broke down the door. There's supposedly one witness who came about late, but initially there were no witnesses. So anyway, obviously Louisville, Kentucky has a problem, and I guess a public relations problem in their eyes, but a woman, an African American woman, is no longer with us because the police broke in to a home and shot her several times. Now, when she and her boyfriend heard someone outside, the boyfriend called the police. They thought there was a home invasion about to happen. And the police, or the detectives in plain clothes, did not announce themselves, we think. And they broke down the door, and when her boyfriend reacted to them breaking down the door, he fired a shot. And we don't know if he hit any of the officers, but the police officers reacted by starting to fire, and ended up shooting Breonna Taylor 6 times. This is America. Anyway, we no longer have Breonna Taylor. There was Grand jury investigation in Louisville, Kentucky. It concluded that the police officers acted correctly. They didn't do anything wrong. And now new evidence is coming to light, so we'll have to see what happens. We'll have to watch this. Also, the post office is still in distress. We still have this DeGioia guy, Trump lackey, trying to kill the post office. He's instituted things to delay the mail, trying to get rid of sorting machines. And we've had 2 instances of federal judges stopping his actions and ordering him to reverse everything he's done. So I hope that does happen. But the post office is important to all of us, and it's been around since before there was a country. The first Postmaster General was Benjamin Franklin. So, we really have to help the first post office. So we have the post office in distress. We have criminal justice misdeeds. We have a pandemic, a virus that's out of control, and a leadership in this country that's out of control. And unfortunately, it's not just our country. Other countries are treating the virus in a similar way. Brazil, Russia, Saudi Arabia, and the British initially thought it was just like Trump said, it's a hoax, it's fake news, and then the Prime Minister of England got the virus, and he changed his tune really quickly. So it has to take something like that to get people to start using their brain. Now, we also have a situation where we have an election coming up on November 3rd. It's a big one, it's a presidential election. Hope everyone's registered to vote. Get an absentee ballot if your state allows that. Fill it out and return it as soon as you can. And vote. Get to know the candidates and issues on your ballot so you can make informed decisions. Now, a lot of people are voting by mail because that is a safe way to do it, but Trump keeps saying that voting by mail is a disaster, it's rigged, it's fraudulent. It's not. He's worried that if everybody votes by mail, he'll lose the election. And yet he's encouraging his Republican buddies to vote by mail. So it's very strange. So hopefully everybody will vote safely, and we'll have good results in November once the ballots are counted. So those are things that are happening. We have things happening overseas that need to be addressed. We have things happening right here. We still have people coming here seeking asylum. Latin America still has problems. All over there are problems. Syria still a problem area. Libya, Lebanon. The whole world is having problems. And we don't know exactly what to do. Our leadership seems to be pretty poor in all this. So keep in touch with your leaders at the local, city, state, and federal level. Let them know what you're thinking. If you don't tell them, they won't know. We need to really turn this around. We need criminal justice reform. We need the post office restored to what it was before they started messing around with it. We need to protect vulnerable populations, healthcare workers, first responders, essential workers, agricultural workers, farm workers, people living in detention centers, jails, and prisons, people living in nursing homes, assisted living homes, retirement homes, and veterans homes. We have to protect all these people because the coronavirus, doesn't have any biases. It will attack anyone available. So, watch out, everybody. Okay. So, you have to wear a mask, practice social distancing, and vote, please. Now, maybe it's time to have a little song, if you wish. we can try for a little song. The song I'd like to sing this evening is, okay, let's see, what shall we sing? How about, this is an old folk song. I think Pete Seeger may have written it. Pete Seeger is a very famous folk singer. Alright, it's called Michael. Michael row the boat ashore, hallelujah. Michael row the boat ashore, hallelujah. Sister help to trim the sails, hallelujah. Sister help to trim the sails, hallelujah. Jordan River is chilly and cold, hallelujah. Chills the body but not the soul, hallelujah. The river is deep and the river is wide, hallelujah. Milk and honey on the other side, hallelujah. Okay, that's Michael. Michael row the boat ashore. Hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in for another meeting of Caroline Speaks, State of Our World, on Monday, September 28th, 2020. I hope you join us again tomorrow evening. Remember to stay safe, practice social distancing, wear a mask whenever you're out in public or even indoors with other people in your home. And remember, kindness goes a long way. Kindness goes a very long way. And thank you. Good night. Stay safe.